Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. Right, the video today is on this 2016 or 15 Mazda 2 with the 1.5 diesel engine. If you do follow the channel, you have seen probably the video for this car, which was this video here. Link probably in the description below. Right, if you've seen that video, you know that we were left with one trouble code at the end of it, which I said I will not be resolving that on that video if I come to resolve it, because that's material for a video on its own. So the issue with the car, guys, is the car drives absolutely perfect, no problems at all. We do, however, have that warning light in there. And then if we come here to our applications, we get this fault. Okay, vehicle system malfunction, have vehicle checked by a dealer, blah 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 blah. When you scan the car, we are left with this code. Okay, so we have a P1336 camshaft, camshaft sensor range or performance. Now, if you have seen the other video, you've seen that we had to do an oil change on it, and you probably have seen the condition of that oil. The car is 73,000 miles, and the last oil change was on the car for over 30,000 kilometers or 20,000 miles, over 20,000 miles or somewhere around there. Which is quite a lot for one oil change. The oil was too high. Guys, watch the other video and you will understand. Now, I have the feeling that that means my timing chain is stretched. Now, obviously, it doesn't tell me that, but it just says range or performance. I have a feeling that's going to be stretched, but obviously we're not going to jump onto anything unless or until we are 100% sure that that is the problem. So as you can imagine, we're going to scope the engine and we're going to try. I don't have a good known file for this, so I'm going to have to try to find one so we can compare a good one with this car, which I'm quite adamant is going to be is going to be out. If this requires a timing chain replacement, I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm not too keen. I don't have the tools. The weather is, as you see now, we are in December. I'm not too keen to do it. But we'll do the diagnosis, and if it's a timing chain stretched, then we can see what we're going to do next. Okay, and first things first, which is why they do this crap. Security bolts here, wherever this is. So there is 1, 2, 2, yeah, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna have to, oh man, we're gonna have to put the grinder to work. There it is, removed. So as you've seen, I've done a few cuts by opening a groove, and then with a flat screwdriver you just pull them out. Really easy after that. So now let's gonna try to figure out which pins are what. Obviously the camshaft sensor is right there. I can just back probe in there. But the crankshaft, I'm guessing, is not going to be any easy plug. It's going to be somewhere at the back of the engine. It's probably going to be easy for me to come here to this, you dismantle this and try to do it here. Okay, so I don't know how much daylight, and I still want to do this reading today. If the weather was not like this, it was just raining 2 minutes ago. If the weather was not like this, I would have probably just lifted the car and I would look for the crank sensor, which is going to be either at the back of the engine or somewhere around there, or maybe at the front. I'll try to look for it, but with this weather, I'm just going to do it on the plug. Obviously, as I said, the camshaft we could just do there, but the crank we're going to have to do it here. To dismantle this plug is rather easy, really. This cover goes like this. You just push these hinges up, and to push these hinges up you use a little pry thingy, and you just push them down here up, and then to remove this front cover, which is there inside this hole, you have that little plastic tab. that's there on the side. You pry that open and literally just slides that way, and then you have the pins. The plug itself does have numbers, however the diagrams don't show numbers, they show numbers and letters. Each letter or pair of letters starting with a 1 is for plug number 1, which is this one, the big one. Any letter or set of letters starting with a 2 is for this plug number 2, but the crank and camshaft sensors are both on this plug, so we don't need to touch that plug. I already checked the way this works is obviously you have in there ABC. I think it is ABC, and then you have here the letters as well. So for example, the camshaft sensor goes on pins 1A, 1B, 1K, and the way it works, this is 1 is there, you even have the number there, but then it's only numbers, and this is 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F, and so forth. I already checked, everything matches, and then it goes all the way down, obviously. And so as I was saying, camshaft sensor is pins 1A, 1B, and 1K, and then crankshaft sensor, where's the crank, is 1E, 1F, and 1J. So we're gonna back probe this, start the car, and see what we get. And here it is. There we have it. Obviously we are scoping the camshaft right there at the top is the last pin, the pink wire, the last pin at the back, and for the crank is the second pin on the top from left to right, which is 1E, 1E, yeah, 1E, which is this white wire here. And now the next challenge is going to be finding a good known waveform so I can compare. I have pictures of these already on my other phone, on different zooms, etc. I'm going to save a little bit of data on a USB flash drive so I can look on the computer if I have to, but what I have on the picture should be enough to compare with a good one, and that's what we're going to be doing next. Okay, and now that I have the waveform, which was the thing I wanted to do today before it got dark, which is already done, and what I want to do next is I want to do a reset on this thing. So there is on Mazdas, there is a like a test or reset pin performance that you can do, and that resets things like injection, and I do believe resets these as well. So what we're going to do is the test pin on this particular car, fuse box is like this. I think is that pin in there. You see, there's like a relay box, but there's only one pin in there that's populated. So we're going to ground that pin. We're going to start the engine first, ground that pin, and then the glow plug light should start flash and then should go off. That should trigger other codes on the ECU, but it should allow us to reset that code at the end if, and that's very important, if there's nothing wrong with the timing chain. So if you guys Google, you're going to find all these instructions, so there's no point for me to be here showing you all the procedures. So I'm just going to do it and see what the results brings. There is videos on YouTube showing, I don't know if showing on this one, but I've seen them definitely doing showing on C5s or Mazda C5s and C7s and Mazda 6 as well. I've seen it in the past, and pretty much all the Mazdas have that, and I'm pretty sure on this is going to be that. So we're going to do it, and then I will come back and tell you what the results are. Okay guys, and look at this, it actually worked. So I could have tried this first. So let's go, all the lights are gone, engine is running as you can see, and I'll just do another scan. I forgot to say that you need, when you come inside the car, you need to be, so you put the test light on that pin, then I use the test light. You can use a jumper wire. I prefer to use the test light in case if something goes wrong, or if it's the wrong pin, rather than you short something, you're just gonna illuminate the test light, so you can't really damage anything. And as you can, and then you put it with the engine running, you come here and you need to press the brake pedal 5 times really quick. And then what you're going to see is that the glow plug light comes on, and then within a few seconds starts to flash and then goes off. And when that's done, you can clear the codes. And look at that! No code is fixed. I will do it again, so just you see it. And I'm going to show you that the light, I don't know if the light comes on when you turn the ignition on. So basically, guys, all these there we go, no codes. So all this faffing about getting the waveform was not necessary, but, and you can guess, at least now I have a good waveform for one of these. So because obviously that chain is actually good. Let me just see if the light comes on when you turn the ignition on. Yeah, there it comes on in there, as you can see. There it is, then goes off. You start the engine and everything stays off. So this poor car that came so badly looked after is now all running correctly with no issues. And obviously I'm gonna have to tell the owner now that he's gonna have, with no ifs or buts, he's gonna have to drive this, I would say, for about 1,000 miles, maybe even less than that, and just do another oil change on this thing, because as you've seen on the previous video, he really needs an oil change very, very soon again. Okay, and that's it, job done, problem fixed. And this is how you can fix a P1336 on a Mazda if there is no issues with the timing chain. Obviously, if it was an issue with the timing chain, I'm guessing this code would come back. And that's how you do it. And just to recapture everything again, test light on the test pin with the engine running, quickly walk inside the car, press the brake pedal 5 times in a row very quickly, and then the glow plug light illuminates, blah 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 blah. And again, guys, a quick Google search, you will find all these instructions step by step, so you can't really get it wrong. Now I'm going to save obviously all the pictures for this waveform, because they might become handy one day. And that's it, with no further ado. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's something here you find useful, maybe you learned something. If you do still have any questions or any comments, you know exactly how it works, put them below. And like always, thanks for watching.